Good afternoon, everyone. This is the Outback QB Daily. Curtis DeBoy here with you. I've got a special message today, and I'll tell you who it's for in just a moment. But I'm going to recap some facts, and then we'll talk about why everybody hates the Chiefs. And then we'll talk about one fan base in particular that seems to hate them more than others, when really it's maybe not that justifiable for that particular fan base. But the Chiefs, they're going for their third Super Bowl in a row. They're fourth in 6 years. They've made 5 Super Bowls in 6 years. They've made 7 consecutive AFC Championship games. So I get it. I get why they're the enemy. I get why everybody hates them. It makes sense. It's inevitable when a team has this level of sustained success. Plus the Taylor Swift stuff, the Mahomes flopping last week. And even though I don't subscribe to the referee conspiracy theory, I get why certain decisions have riled opposition fans. I get why there's perceived luck, and some of it's not perceived. There has been some real luck. Every good team, every championship team needs some. But there does seem to have been a lot for the Chiefs this year, and I can say that as a fan. I understand it. I get why the opposition fans are angry and why they hate seeing this year after year and why they think it's boring. They're right to. That's their right. They can hate them. They probably should hate them. Every fan base can. Everyone. They have that right. Except for the Patriots. Because Patriots fans, they seem to have been the fan base over the last 24 hours that has been the most vocal in their disdain for the Chiefs' success. And why is that? Patriots fans, they're the ones who are moaning the most about the referees, about luck, about cheating quarterbacks. They seem to have very short memories. Let's start with their success, shall we? They had 2 separate dynasties, both under Brady and Belichick. From 01 to 04, they won 3 Super Bowls out of 4. They almost did it again in the middle, 07 to 11. They made 2 more Super Bowls in those years, lost them both to the Giants. From 14 to 18, they made 4 Super Bowls. They won 3 of them. They only had 2 seasons out of 19 where they didn't make playoffs. One of them was when Brady was not there because he was injured. And one was his second year where they had a winning record, 9-7. The one where he was injured, they still went 11-5. They just somehow didn't make playoffs. They had 8 consecutive AFC Championship appearances from 11 to 18. Now, Pats fans, I'm pretty sure other teams were sick of you then. It was one of the longest sustained periods of success in the history of the game. One of the biggest we've ever seen in any sport in which the teams actually have an even-ish chance of winning. I'm not counting soccer. That's a farce, money-wise. I used to be a big soccer fan. I'm not including that in this conversation. But it's not only that. Like I said, in the last 24 hours, the most pushback from a fan base about the Chiefs making another Super Bowl has been from the Pats. I would understand it. I do understand it from Bills fans. Their hearts are broken and they've had terrible luck, and I wanted to see them have more success. It's been shocking for them. I get it. I get it from Washington fans because their fairy tale came to an end. They had a great season, but they couldn't get over the line. It's heartbreaking for them too. I get it from everyone else, but not from the Pats. And talk about spoiled. This is a spoiled fan base. They've been sending messages, writing comments, hashtag boycott bowl. Boycott bowl? You're the Pats. You're the Patriots. Do I need to remind you of how many Super Bowls you guys made and now someone else does it and you can't handle it? You want to boycott it. You don't even want to watch it. It must be terrible for you guys. It must be terrible. You're such a franchise that's so down in the dumps that you couldn't even secure the number 1 draft pick this year. I know it's very different to what you're used to, but you can't even watch the Super Bowl now? Is it that hard for you, is it? After all those years, after all those championships, you can't bear to watch the Super Bowl this year. I've been writing on YouTube, on X, on Instagram, even my esteemed co-host, Chris Hall, Pats fan, who wears a Miami shirt regularly. He liked some comments on our page from fans asking whether they can get a refund to our live Super Bowl show. He supported that. And he's a host. He stands to benefit from this. He's actually part of doing the show. I love Chris. One of my very best friends and done great work on this show, but he's supporting refunds for a show just because the Chiefs have made it again. Pats fans. The other thing about Chris is that he says that he hates Mahomes and he can't bear to watch the Chiefs have more support because Mahomes flopped last week. And this was in a year where he had a New Year's resolution that he would appreciate the Chiefs' greatness before it's gone. Because we know we'll all look back and go, oh, what a great team that was. Like we do with the Pats now. And we respect the Pats in hindsight, right? A lot of fans actually respected them at the time, which is a foreign concept, it seems, to other fan bases trying to respect a team that's actually going well, but that is what it is. A couple of other things that Pats fans seem to have forgotten. Remember Spygate, 2007 season? Bill Belichick and his cronies convicted of spying on other teams, of videotaping signals, also known as cheating. $250,000 fine for Belichick, $125,000 fine for the Patriots, lost a draft pick, convicted of cheating. That was the year, by the way, they made a Super Bowl too. They lost it to the Giants, but they made the Super Bowl that year. Remember Deflategate, 2014 season? Tom Brady, remember that? Him and his, I'll say it again, cronies, deliberately deflating balls unbeknownst to the opposition, and they did it for the AFC Championship game against the Colts, in which Tom Brady threw 3 touchdowns and they won 45-7. Now, there was a rule that changed in 2006 that teams could start to use their own balls on offense, right? So the other teams, unless they picked it off or unless they were picking up a fumble, nobody else felt it. So they just had their own balls that they were deflating, so Brady could easily throw touchdowns. $1 million fine. Lost draft picks. Brady suspended for 4 weeks, which he appealed and then got to play the full next season. And then finally, an appeal went against him in the season after he got suspended. So again, cheating. That's real cheating. That's proven cheating. Everyone knows that. And to finish, this favoritism narrative that they love chucking around the Pats fans. Yeah, the Pats have never been on the receiving end of any kind of luck or perceived protection for Tom Brady or anything, have they? Let's have a look. Let's have a look at a couple of articles. And this is just a quick Google, you'll find this. Tom Brady fires back at portrayed favoritism from the refs. That's one. Referees in the New England Patriots. There is no favoritism, they claim. That was 2018. NFL referee favoritism of elite quarterbacks, including Tom Brady, 2015. Video. Do the refs show the Patriots favoritism? Dean Blandino reports. That's from 2019. NFL fans are fed up with Patriots favoritism with officials, 2018. And it goes on and on and on. Same narrative that they were complaining about then, and now that the tables have turned, they put it on the Chiefs fans. Every other team, I get it. Pats fans, just take it. You subjected everyone to misery for the best part of 2 decades. And now that the shoe's on the other foot, now that you guys are irrelevant, your true colours are showing. Are you really a true fan? You can't stand to watch a Super Bowl just because your team's not in it? Bandwagon. That word gets thrown around a bit, doesn't it? I've had it come my way. We'll see it tomorrow.